born and raised in the hills of Kentucky. I'm going back there to live. I got kin folks up in every hollow, make their living loading coal. Got a brother named Joe and one named Bill, drink their liquor from the still. Riding that Greyhound to Kentucky, I'm going back to the hills. I was born and raised in the hills of Kentucky. I'm going back there to live. I just crossed the river from old Cincinnati. I'm headed south, don't you see? Got a little gal waiting down in Kentucky. She's waiting there just for me. Riding that Greyhound to Kentucky, I'm going back to the hills. I was born and raised in the hills of Kentucky. I'm going back there to live. Got a little gal up north in Chicago, one down south in Louisville. But the only girl that I care about lives in them old Kentucky hills. Riding that Greyhound to Kentucky, I'm going back to the hills. I was born and raised in the hills of Kentucky. I'm going back there to live. Riding that Greyhound to Kentucky, I'm going back to the hills. I was born and raised in the hills of Kentucky. I'm going back there to live.
It's a lonesome road and hard way to live, but it's the only life I know. From these people traveling around, but home's always the best place to go. It's a lonesome feeling in my mind, Lord, I'm feeling I can't seem to leave behind. Carolina's where I'm at, I'll always hang my head under those Blue Ridge mountain skies.
sun burned one sunny August morn. There was just the four of us against the Matterhorn. There was Albert the Australian and John the Irishman, me and Bill from Britain, mad dogs in the sun. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have tried and men have died to climb the Matterhorn, that mighty Matterhorn. 2 miles up, we lost John and the rations fell below. Al and Bill are lying beneath an avalanche of snow. Now here I am all alone and I know I cannot stop. 2 more yards in front of me before I reach the top. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have tried and men have died to climb the Matterhorn, that mighty Matterhorn. Dying upon the Matterhorn, not a grave for me to lie in, nor a thing to keep me warm. The Queen would surely knight me if I could get back down, but it's closer here to heaven than it is back to the ground. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have tried and men have died to climb the Matterhorn, that mighty Matterhorn, that mighty Matterhorn.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. It's been the rain of me, poor boy, and God, I know I'm My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My daddy was a gambling man way down in New Orleans. Now the only thing that a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Not to do what I have done and spend their life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. honky-tonk barn. I still miss the woodland and the people I know. I look for their faces in the places I go. I'm saving my money and the day ain't too far when I say my goodbye to this honky-tonk bar. Since I left the mountains, I've played and I've sung, and soon I'll return to the place I begun. On a bus ticket home, I'll hawk my guitar and say my goodbye to this honky-tonk bar.
I'm a traveling man, just a rolling stone. These wandering feet have got to roam, just up and down these lonely roads, with a heavy heart that's carrying a heavy load. Yep, just like a ship that's lost at sea in the dark blue water of misery. The love I had has set me free, and a traveling man gets paid out of me. Yep. When the sun goes down and the shadows fall, the night wind howls a lonesome call, then I'm up at dawn, be on my way. Mr. Traveling Man, where you gonna be today? Yep. These lonely roads, there is no end. There's no use to pretend. Walk along on the windswept sky, 'cause a traveling man, he's alone till he dies. Yep. Oh, move on, traveling man, you ain't got no place to stay, just move on. Yep. Traveling man.
You've been fooling around with me. You're gonna drive me into misery. Gonna try me out. You push me and I'm going out of my mind. An instant love. Oh, you tried this with other guys. Same old scheme. In the same disguise. You gonna try me out. You push me till I'm going out of my mind. An instant love. You changed my heart to the color of blue, waiting around here just for you, wondering what I'm gonna do. The instant love.
over here, wondering what I'm gonna do in instant love. Oh, you gonna love me with instant love. Just give me all love and instant love. Whip it on me, instant love. Whip me all
It was a long time ago when the States were young. There was a tall Georgia boy and his name was John. He had cold gray eyes and a long black gun. When danger moved west, so did John. He tried to find a shopman in the Georgia hills, cooking white lightning on a black pot still. Oh, when the lights ever nearer fell before his gun. When danger moved west, so did John. When the fighting stopped in Georgia, he told everyone they're gonna ford the Mississippi toward the setting sun. His bulls hit quicksand, laid down and died. He hooked a pair of alligators up side by side. Well, the gators was a puffin' in the hot sunshine, trying to move the wagon on down the line. Yeah, the hills were steep, but they had to become. When danger moved west, so did John. When danger moved west, so did John. Somebody got the word to the state of Arkansas about the alligator team and the toll outlaw. They met him with the girl and powder for his gun. Said danger went to Texas, so did John. When he pulled in the Dallas, he was hurting for a fight. With his gators ready down, he heard it in the night. Whooped 13 rangers with his long black gun. When danger moved west, so did John. He was met in Arizona where the black blood run by a cold-blooded chief and his warrior son. He caught the chief and the brave on the mountainside. They hit their bones to the gators and tanned their hide. When he reached California, he sat down and cried, 'cause there was nothing but water on the other side. He took his Arkansas girl and made them a home, 'cause there was no place west where John could roam. 'Cause there was no place west where John could roam. 'Cause there was no place west where John could roam. 'Cause there was no place west where John could
A stranger come riding into town. His horse was weary and his face was brown. 244s hung low by his side, 21 notches for the men who have died. A rider of the prairie, a traveler of the plain, and every town he drifted to, another gun he slain. He tied his horse to an old hitching rack, then took the dirty saddle from the old pinto's back. He never said a word to a soul in the town. He was looking for the man who shot his only brother down. A rider of the prairie, a traveler of the plain, and every town he drifted to, another gun he slain. He drifted into Pecos town, he never made a sound, and he saw the dirty gambling man who had shot his brother down. They met out in the old town square at 30 feet apart. The stranger put a bullet through the crooked gambler's heart. He raised his weary head up high, a smile came to his face. He had put his brother's killer in his final resting place. The rider of the prairie, he'll have to ride no more. He found his brother's killer and he settled his score. Settled his score.
riding hard and riding fast, trying to stay ahead of a reputation that's gonna see me dead by the gun. Had to use my gun one night, put a man to waste. This is just the devil's life, running place to place by the gun. Will I see tomorrow's sun, or will I die by the gun? Since the time it's been the same, everywhere I go, someone there to make a play, trying to prove me slow by the gun. Well, I guess I'm fast all right, but I've never had a friend. All these lonely days I've spent, oh Lord, how will it end by the gun? Will I see tomorrow's sun, or will I die by the gun? When I meet a quicker gun that cuts me with his leg, think about these words I've said right beside my head by the gun. By the gun, by the gun.
Diesel smokes are rolling, air brakes here on the screen, heading into Alabama to see my pretty Jane. 6 more miles to ramble, 6 more miles to go. I ain't seen my baby in 6 weeks or so. Lot of road behind me, lot of road to go. 6 more miles to coffee time, truck driving Joe. 6 more miles to ramble, 6 more miles to go. 6 more miles to Alabama, truck driving Joe. 20 cups of coffee the last 100 miles. 20 more will take me to see my baby smile. 6 more miles to ramble, 6 more miles to go. 6 more miles to Alabama, truck driving Joe. Rolling, this load has gotta go. All I smell is diesel smoke, truck driving Joe. 6 more miles to ramble, 6 more miles to go. I ain't seen my baby in 6 weeks or so. Just past the cotton field, the cotton's white as snow. Cross the line to Alabama, truck driving Joe. 6 more miles to ramble, 6 more miles to go. 6 more miles to Alabama, truck driving Joe. 6 more miles to ramble, 6 more miles to go. I ain't seen my baby in 6 weeks or so.
Knoxville in my Mayflower van, just 16 hours from Chicago. Pulled in at a truck stop to take a little breather and get me a cup of Black Joe. This cute little waitress caught my eye quicker than a $2 bill. And I found out she's the moonshiner's daughter, but I love her still. She brought me Mountain Dew in a water glass and said, "Baby, have a drink on me." but after this one it's $1 a round, but it's all tax-free. Well, she kept coming and I poured them down. Must have had about 20 refills. She's a truck driver's dream, a moonshiner's daughter, and I love her still. She's a moonshiner's daughter, sailing white lightning to every truck driver she sees. They buy a great big gallon just to make her happy, and sometimes 2 or 3. She's a making a killing for her big fat pappy who lives way up in the hills. But I don't care if she's a moonshiner's daughter, 'cause I love her still. Well, they check all the truckers down on Thunder Road, but a jug they never find. She always warns them before they pull out when the fuzz are working overtime. Man, I really fell for that little gal who works all night at the grill. And it don't matter to me if she's a moonshiner's daughter, 'cause I love her still. She's a moonshiner's daughter, selling white lightning to every truck driver she sees. They buy a great big gallon just to make her happy, and sometimes 2 or 3. She's a making a killing for a big fat pappy who lives way up in the hill. Yeah, but I don't care if she's a moonshiner's daughter, 'cause I love her still. Well, I don't care if she's a moonshiner's daughter, 'cause I love her still.
Running drunk ever since the day you left. How long has it been since I drawed a sober breath? My hair's not combed, I'm dirty, and I smell like a skunk. Baby, come back and save me from a running drunk. Running drunk and it's clouding up my mind. Can't see in the morning for what I do at night. If I was a battleship, then I'd be sunk. Baby, come back and free me from a running drunk. I know the address of every bar in town. On first name base with every barkeeper around. I'm on a liquid diet of whiskey, beer, and wine. I've been running drunk since you left me behind. Around. I'm on a liquid diet, whiskey, beer, and wine. I've been running drunk since you left me behind.
I've been there, gone there before, she never strays too far. Every night Lulu will be your friend for life. She's a friend of everybody's, but not a friend of everybody's wife. Every night Lulu makes you want to look more than twice. When you look, you think of everything except old shoes and rice. You take her in to meet your mother, and that would make Lulu glad. But you can't take her home, 'cause you know you couldn't trust your dad. Sometimes Lulu can't tell if it's day or night. But with her kind of talent, 2 wrongs do make a right. Every night Lulu will be your friend for life. She's a friend of everybody's, but not a friend of everybody's wife. From a good old boy named Fred. Now Lulu's doing fine, but I hear old Fred is dead. Lots of men have tried to own her, but for me, I just don't care.
City's a nice place to visit, but I sure wouldn't want to live there. Sometimes Lula can't tell if it's day or night. But with her kind of talent, two wrongs do make a right. Every night Lula will be your friend for life. She's a friend of everybody's, but not a friend of everybody's wife. She's a friend of everybody's, but not a friend of everybody's wife.
I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light, shining down, down, down throughout the night. Instead of a wife and home, it was wine, women, and song. I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light. Well, the neon lights, they give the world a glow, where the laughter's loud and the wine and liquor flow. Pretty women dancing by, everything seems right. Oh, but watch, don't get burned by the neon light. I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light, shining down, down, down throughout the night. Instead of a wife and home, it was wine, women, and song. I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light. Sitting on the bar, the night is right for fast women and cars. But no suntan lotion can kill the pain you'll find when you've been burned by the neon light. I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light, shining down, down, down throughout the night. Instead of a wife and home, it was wine, women, and song. I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light. I got burned, burned, burned by the neon light.
The way that you've been treating me is something awful. It seems my eyes are never dry, and I've got half a notion just to up and leave you. I've got half a notion to say goodbye. You know my love for you, my dear, is deep as the ocean. It's hard to forget you, but I'll try. For I'm so tired of all the days that I feel so lonely. I've got half a notion to say goodbye. You know it ain't right, it sure ain't right the way you've been doing, always cheating on the sly. I know this evil life you live will be your ruin. Someday you're gonna sit and cry. Each night I hope and pray I'll never see the dawning. I feel just like I wanna die, and I've got half a notion just to up and leave you. I've got half a notion to say goodbye. right, it sure ain't right the way you've been doing. Always cheating on the sly. I know this evil life you live will be your ruin. Someday you're gonna sit and cry. Each night I hope and pray I'll never see the dawning. I feel just like I wanna die. And I've got half a notion just to up and leave you. I've got half a notion to say goodbye.